like and subscribe. How reasonable is it to ask my BF to stop checking out other girls? My wife asked me like this. I know it is natural for you to look at other women, but all I ask is you make the effort not to do it when you are with me, because it makes me feel insecure. And I made every effort to accommodate that. If he is a defensive person, try not to use words like don't, or you need to stop. I mean, it is a pretty natural behavior, but he should at least respect the request not to do it in front of you. Ask him to control every urge when he sneaks a peek, even subconsciously. That would be outrageous. Ask him to deliberately not look at women and check them out as a very conscious effort. Very fair. Pretty reasonable. Noticing is one thing, but openly checking somebody out when you are with your partner is incredibly Ed. Define checking out. I'm nearly 80 and still check out the girls. No, I'm not shopping for a replacement or a complication. Just admiring the style, deportment, whatever. It's naive to think he wouldn't check out other girls at all. I've never met anyone, male, female or other, who doesn't check people out in some capacity. It doesn't mean he's wanting to cheat, or that they're more attractive than you. If he's being creepy about it, or making a big point of it, then that's not on, but otherwise there's probably a deeper issue here. Likely unreasonable because you are lying to yourself if you say you don't take a look at a male if you find them handsome. It is common behavior and does not mean anything. Being in a relationship does not mean you wanna find another guy handsome, or he wanna find another girl pretty. 100% agree. It's amazing how many people, men and women, lie to themselves when it comes to this issue. I've heard so many people exclaim, I would never check out a hot guy/girl while I'm in a relationship. And they really believe that. Like, you seriously think you've just figured out a way to circumvent 4 million years of evolution? I don't think so. Totally, it's disrespectful. There is a difference between looking and staring though. I mean, he can rein it in around you, and not ogle obviously out of respect. I think it's reasonable to ask not to make it so obvious when you're out together. I don't do that to my partner, I'd like the same respect. But we aren't oblivious to the fact that there will always be attractive people, lol. Depends on what checking out means here. As a woman, I too have to think about my eyes when I am with my husband. We're all animals after all, and instincts are instincts. But when I see someone attractive nearby, I just try and pour all of my attention on him. I expect the same. Reasonable if you don't check other men out. If not, then that is just a double standard. TBH, it's a 100% understandable from your side. Though it's just a natural thing for a man to do. He probably doesn't mean anything with it. If it's only short views, I'd say it's unreasonable to ask him for that. If he does it excessively while you're around, I think it's absolutely okay to say something. Hope I could help. I think the question should be how *realistic* is it, cause he won't stop doing it just because you asked. Best you'll get is that he'll be more discreet in front of you. Asking him to stop is so vertical bar, I don't think a good approach. Speaking only for myself, I don't want to be told what I can and cannot do. Then it becomes about my independence, etc. But if you say it hurts your feelings when he does it, now it is different. You are not telling him what he cannot do, you are telling him how his actions are affecting you. So he can decide to stop doing it on his own, and not because his girlfriend told him to. If you're saying stop altogether, that is totally unrealistic. If you're saying stop just when you're together, that should be a normal request and achievable goal. Yeah, it's natural to check out hot people, but for someone to say that they can't control themselves, I think is false. Think about everyone who works with attractive coworkers. You check them out when it's safe and everyone knows when those moments are. Which means everyone can control it. My wife of 20 years doesn't care if check out other women, but I have her, and every desire I ever had for other women disappeared the day I found her. You cannot force this. Look for the man that only has eyes for you. When a man finds his woman, he will treat her right from the start. I feel like a man moves different when he's with a woman he wants to keep. Honestly, the best relationships are those where when one of you sees someone attractive you point it out to the other, and regardless of your or their sexual orientations, your partner can agree and not feel threatened, because they trust you implicitly, and can appreciate attractiveness in any given person without themselves being emotionally/physically/sexually attracted to that person. That is my relationship ideal. It is just trust and honesty and open communication, and does not make either of you doubt your attraction/love for the other. If your partner is attracted to someone else that intimidates you, and your thought is I agree that other person is hot, but my partner still chose me over whoever, and I still chose my partner over whoever, your relationship wins, regardless of what it looks like otherwise. That is what real trust looks like. If you cold not trust your partner around an appropriately gendered supermodel who is suave as you cannot really trust them around anyone. We are in relationships, not dead. I check out other men. I just totally respect my BF, and would never make him feel less than. Very. Found out the hard way that, when you really love someone no one else is even remotely interesting, no other woman will be even close to attractive, and everyone who tries to catch your view just becomes annoying. Probably pretty unreasonable. He should not be staring them down, because fatter is just creepy regardless of relationship status, but you cannot really ask or expect him to not look at other girls. If you do, you're really just setting yourself up to be let down. It depends on exactly what you mean, but generally it's pretty controlling behavior and a big red flag to make sure a request. What? I think the most you can do is let him know how you react to it. Anything past that is controlling behavior. You can control your reactions, but not someone else's action. As a man, I can say there is no big effort in stop checking out other women. No partner, woman, or man should be checking out on other people. WTF. This is disrespectful, and if it is an effort for the person, maybe they should reconsider their true feelings and they're willing to stay on a serious relationship. None of you two should be checking out other people. What is the point? If my partner had a need to check other guys, I would have the need to GTFO, and I would fulfill it. I don't think it's a question of reasonable vs unreasonable personally. I personally know at times my wife checks out other men. Daniel Radcliffe, anyone. She's a huge Harry Potter fan, and for me, I know she'll be there in bed with me tonight, so I'm cool with it. If I were to check out another woman and she knew, she wouldn't care, besides give me a hard time because again, she knows I'm hers. And to be honest, I really only have eyes for her. My point is though, it is just wanting to know that he/she is yours, and I think it's sweet. But, you can't control him, so if that is tried, it will fail. Like ever or just around you? I think it is perfectly reasonable. I am married, and I just make an effort to not make it obvious. It hurts her feelings when I have pointed out pretty women to her. However, sometimes we just look at people and our eyes wander, just on it stare. I have a feeling that most men and women in happy relationships have a habit of quickly glancing. The equivalent of look another female/male human being. I noticed that I do that, even when my wife is around. I'll glance quickly then forget about the person. I believe there is nothing wrong with a glance, to acknowledge the existence of a human being and nothing more. Staring and gawking is another story, and neither of us do that, unless something blatant and obvious is a reason to look, i.e. neon colored clothing or something obviously worth staring at. Unreasonable. Next question please. Wow. She's in a relationship, she's asking if she could raise it, and ask him to stop, and you dismiss it so quickly? Where's your line? What would she be allowed to bring up and ask you about in a relationship with you? Presuming you get past you hentai body pillow to a fully autonomous human being, that is. Imo, relationships function best when both people are completely honest with each other about people they find attractive. Like a couple that can both admire the attractiveness of both males and females around them. I'm not seeing both BB, I'm saying both be secure enough to be okay that one another will find others outside the relationship attractive, maybe even to the point they can appreciate the attractiveness of the third party too. I think it is. I think it's very disrespectful to ogle other people in front of your partner. Such an overt rejection and display of disrespect is rude and unacceptable to me. Maybe work on your insecurity instead? Me and my ex used to admire people together. If they were smoking hot enough to notice, we would point it out. We would make jokes like, "Oh well, if you leave me, you can upgrade with my guy." Each person is different, but the look, but don't touch, and be discreet is a rule of thumb. If the person is aware you are checking them out, you're doing it wrong. It is fair. It is a reflex for a lot of folks, such as me, but you can absolutely ask him to make a conscious effort to suppress it. Oh look, she looks, whatever. At the end of the day she is mine, I'm hers. No questions. Wife and I do it together. Wife and I do it together. It's understandable. Have a great day. You've been visited by the ghost of a very important man. Pay your respects by liking and subscribing, and he'll grant you 3 weeks of good luck.